Hiya, it's Amanda here from Lolly Lulu Crafts, and today we are going to be using this cute little Christmas sentiment kit from Simon Says Stamp, and also the stencil from Simon Says Stamp that is the Snowfall, I think, yeah, Falling Snow it's called. Basically, this is a sentiment set that has all sentiments about Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, etc. But you've also got the die which says Happy Christmas, and so you could cut out Happy and then stamp the Christmas, or vice versa, which is kind of where we're going to be going. So the first thing that I did was I took my card base, which was a 6x6 pre-scored card, and I folded it in half and just went over that with my bone folder to create my card base. I then took a piece of American Crafts cardstock in the smooth, and I've got a set of 6x6 pieces that I've just got because I thought it'd be really useful for my Cricut cutting. Rather than keep hacking into my big 12x12 pieces, these little 6x6s I thought would be really good. And what I did different to my previous set was that I got the smooth rather than the textured, so I think that's going to be quite interesting to see. So we've got this gorgeous lovely blue. So I've taken about a 1/4 inch down on both sides to create that little gap of, I guess would be about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So that makes a nice little white border on there. So this is the piece we're going to need for the moment. So the first thing I want to do is take my snow or falling snow template here and just position it like so, and then I'm going to stamp through using my perfect medium, and I'm just going to stamp through to create the sticky perfect medium through the stencil so that it then can emboss my little snow. So we're going to lift our tape, and yeah, we've got plenty down there, that's good. And then I'm just going to put that sticky template to one side, and then I'm going to quickly get my embossing powder and sprinkle that over this before it dries off. So just sprinkling it on and just hoping that it's going to be sticky enough, because it was quite hard to get that through the holes. Oh yes. And I tell you what I didn't do, but it doesn't matter in this instance, I don't think it'll be a problem at all, is I forgot to dust off with the anti-static bag. Now I like to heat from underneath because I think it gives a smoother finish to the embossing. It doesn't bubble the embossing, and you don't need to flap your heat gun around. Just watch when it starts to melt, which you can see. I don't know if you can see, but I can see. Apart from the bit when it burns your fingers. Ow, ow, ow. Now what will happen is that the heat will bend your card and distort it, so you might want to then just gently go over the top just to reverse the heat from being underneath, but you want to do it from a distance so you don't then unsmooth what you've just done. So we're just going to gently heat from above just to try and get the card to curl the other direction. And then I need to get my stamp set here and oops, open that up. This came as a set from Simon Says Stamp, although you can buy them separately. So you've got the Merry Christmas and then you've got the stamps. So I'm going to be die cutting the Christmas, and so I want to add a Merry or a Happy to my piece of card. Okay, I have to be honest, I'm not very happy with that, and I'm not very happy with the design idea in my head now. So what I've decided to do is die cut some shapes and add the Merry Christmas or Happy Christmas to there. So I'm going to stamp this again, and I'm going to just get some powder just to anti-static that. And to be honest, I just used a little bit of baby powder, and I've got a nice little brush, and I just put a bit of baby powder on my brush and then swipe it over where I'm gonna stamp and emboss, and it creates a lovely smell as well, so that's kind of nice bonus. And then I'm going to get my Happy again, and this, and I'm going to re-stamp it, and then I'm going to get my white embossing powder, and this is True White. And this is should be in the store, in my store, if you like it. Okay, so there's our word, and I'm going to take it down here to emboss. There we go. That looks so much better. So what I want to do before I put my heat gun away, I just want to sprinkle a little bit of this embossing powder, the sparkly embossing powder, just get it to come out. Just wanted to sprinkle it onto our card here, and you don't have to always put it on using your perfect medium or anything like that. You can literally just sprinkle it on, and as long as you're careful when you pick it up and heat from below, it will actually stick. Okay, so I added a little bit more. You can still see my dots, but I added some more of the white. I added some of the shimmer, which you can see in the background hopefully, but I also added this vintage blush white, which has got all these chunky bits in, which is so cool. Anyway, so I think that looks really nice. So now we're going to put that to one side, and we're going to cut out our dies. Okay, so I've got my Sizzix here, and I've got my magnetic platform and one acrylic plate down on the platform. I am going to take my blue piece of card that I did my embossing on, and then I'm going to take my my Spellbinders dies, and I've got this two sets. I've got labels 1 small and labels 1, and these basically work together so that this is one from each set, so when you put them together it gives you a small margin, whereas if you did the next size up in the same set, it gives you like a 1/4 inch. This is like 1/8 of an inch, so it's a much more delicate look, so the two go together really, really well. And then I'm just going to put my other acrylic mat on, and then wind that through. And then grab that. Now I'm not embossing this or anything, but I think that looks really nice. So that's our Happy on our first mat, and then we're going to cut out our second mat, and I've got a piece of the card from the same set, the American Crafts cardstock, but I've gone for the white this time, obviously so that it matches in with our card base. Just want to make sure I'm picking up the right piece, and I'm just going to put that into the corner. So that's a slightly bigger piece, so that's going to just create a nice little border around the edge of our die cut there. There we go. And then I find when you lift it off the magnet, that's the easiest way to get that away. So then we've got that will sit inside that now. Okay, so next we're going to cut out our Simon Says stamp die, and it is actually one cut. Sometimes they come as 2 words and you can split them, but this is actually one piece, so we'll have to just go in with a pair of scissors. Well, actually I'm saying that it'll cut out as 2 words. It's just that we're going to end up cutting out 2 words, but that's okay. We'll keep the merry for another time, and I'll put it in the stamp set so that we've got it there for another occasion and we can stamp out the Christmas or something. So there we go. So there's our Christmas. So I'll just pop those other pieces out and then I'll come back to you in a second. Okay, so I've managed to get all those little bits out. It wasn't difficult, I just used my little pokey tool and they popped out nice and easily. Look how beautiful that is. It's a very delicate die. So I'm going to pop that down there and I'm going to get my little label here and some glue, and we're going to start putting this together. So a bit of glue on the back here and pop it down onto my white label, just making sure it's lined up properly. Okay, and now I'm just going to get my little sheet here. It's like a little plastic, I guess it's like an inking sheet really, but I use it for glue as well, and you can just clean it all off. And I'm just going to take that and I'm going to just attach my Christmas to my layer. Okay, so that's, I'm going to leave now to settle and just dry, but I've just took the excess off of the glue with my little sponge there that I had to hand, so that's going to sit like that. I'm going to be putting some little gems I think up the top. Okay, and now we need my, while that's setting, I need my card base, and we're going to put our little element here that we created, and I just think this is amazing. I'm just not sure if you're really catching it in this light. I hope you are, because it looks stunning. It really does. That has appeared to have straightened our cardstock off nicely, so that's great. And then I'm going to be putting that in the centre like so. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but I forgot to mention that I added that heart before. This was before we even put this die cut it out. I forgot to say I added a little heart. This was part of the stamp set, and I just thought it was really cute with the Happy Christmas, so I just added that in. Okay, we've got some gorgeous blue gems here, so I think we're going to make use of those. Okay, and then just gently push them down, or not quite so gently actually. Okay, and then all I need to do now is just take some foam dots. So then we're just taking those off the back, and then I'm just positioning this in the centre of our snowstorm here. There we go. Like so. Okay, so that's that piece. So now all I want to do is put some of these Aurora Borealis crystals in each corner, just one in each, like so. And that is our finished card. I'm just hoping you can really catch it, because it's so pretty with that. I'm going to have to try and get it with the photographs, I think, because I don't think you're really catching it so much here, but it looks so pretty, and you've got the iridescence going on there. I think you can just catch the iridescence now, and you've got then these bigger silver pieces here which look gorgeous as well. So, and I don't know if you could see as well, sorry, that the Christmas was sparkly. Anyway, so that is our card for today. I hope you've enjoyed making it with me. I'd love to hear your comments, and I will see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.